Alright Bears, welcome back to the Rangers Rundown, your go-to spot for all things Rangers FC. Grab a brew, settle in, and let's dive into the latest buzz from Ibrox and beyond. You might want to sit down for this one, because Scottish football is about to chuck another grenade into the mix. The suits at the SPFL are cooking up a plan to rip up the league and start again. We're talking scrapping the split, chopping the league down to 10 teams, and basically turning the Premiership into a glorified five-a-side tournament. And that's not all. Rangers have their eyes on a new left-back, there's a clear-out brewing, and a few familiar faces could be heading out the door. And stick around till the end, Bears, because in today's quick whistle news, we've got fresh transfer rumours, a couple of big-name exits looming, and an update on a Rangers winger who's edging closer to the Ibrox door. You don't want to miss it. SPFL's proposed league reconstruction, a 10-team Premiership. Big news in Scottish football circles, folks. The SPFL's competitions working group is reportedly considering a significant shake-up of the Scottish Premiership structure. The proposal on the table? Reducing the top flight from 12 teams to 10 and scrapping the current top 6 split. The idea behind this move is to alleviate fixture congestion, especially with our clubs participating in European competitions. A smaller league could mean fewer matches, giving players more recovery time. But, as you can imagine, not everyone is on board with this plan. St Johnstone's owner Adam Webb has been particularly vocal, labelling the proposal as a huge mistake. He argues that instead of downsizing, Scottish football should be looking to expand the Premiership to 14 teams with an eventual goal of 16. Webb believes that a larger league would foster greater competition and align more closely with successful models like the English Premier League. However, achieving such a reconstruction is no small feat. Any changes would require the backing of 11 out of the 12 Premiership clubs, a tall order given the varied interests at play. The last attempt at league reconstruction, led by Hearts chair Anne Budge in May 2020, didn't secure enough support to pass. So, where does this leave us? The discussions are ongoing and it's clear that opinions are divided. For us Rangers fans, any change to the league structure could have significant implications. Fewer teams might mean stiffer competition, but could also lead to more repetitive fixtures. On the flip side, an expanded league could introduce fresh challenges and reduce the number of times we face the same opponents. The left-back conundrum. Annan and Taylor in the mix. Let's talk about our left-back position. It's been a bit of a revolving door lately, hasn't it? With Yilmaz potentially on the move and Jeffday's name swirling around in transfer talks, we're left wondering who's going to hold down that flank. Enter Ebenezer Annan, a 23-year-old Ghanaian international plying his trade at Red Star Belgrade. Our scouts have been keeping a keen eye on him, and for good reason. With 28 appearances, a goal and 7 assists this season, the lad's been turning heads. Word on the street is that another scouting trip to Belgrade is on the cards before we decide whether to make a move. Could Annan be the answer to our left-back prayers? Time will tell. But wait, there's more. Chris Boyd, never one to shy away from a bold statement, has thrown Greg Taylor's name into the hat. Yes, that Greg Taylor from the other side of Glasgow. Boyd reckons Taylor's consistency and experience could be just what we need. Now, signing a player from Celtic, that's sure to ruffle a few feathers. But as Boyd puts it, Taylor ticks the boxes. What do you think, Bears? Could you see Taylor swapping green for blue? Alright, let's zip through some quick updates in our quick whistle news. Dor Turgeman on the radar. Rangers scouts have been spotted at Israel's recent match against Norway, keeping tabs on 21-year-old striker Dor Turgeman from Maccabi Tel Aviv. The lad netted his first international goal, and with Burnley also in the mix, we might have some competition. Rabbi Matondo loan update. Right Bears, let's have a wee chat about Matondo, because there's been some fresh reports this week about his future. As you know, he's been out on loan at Hannover 96 since January, and he actually made a brilliant start, scored a cracking goal on his debut against Hamburg. Since then though, it's been a bit up and down. He's made 6 appearances so far, just that one goal, and hasn't really kicked on the way we'd hoped. But the big news is that, according to the Daily Record, Rangers are now open to letting Matondo leave permanently this summer. Hanover do have an option to buy, but there's no word yet if they're going to take it. And it sounds like we'll be listening to offers regardless. He did, to be fair, just bag his first ever goal for Wales during the international break. He came off the bench and scored late on against Kazakhstan, so maybe that'll put him in the shop window. Either way, it looks like his time at Ibrox could be coming to an end. According to former player and pundit Derek Ferguson, both Ianis Hagi and Tom Lawrence are likely to leave Rangers in the coming weeks as their contracts near expiration. Hagi, who has been at Ibrox since January 2020, and Lawrence, whose time has been marred by injuries, are expected to seek opportunities elsewhere. Ferguson expressed concerns about their injury records and suggested that Rangers may look for new options in both positions. That's enough from me, now it's over to you lot. I want to know what you're thinking. Get down in the comments and let's have a proper debate about this. First up, this proposed 10-team Premiership. What's your take on it? Is it a step forward for Scottish football, or are the SPFL making a right mess of things again? Next, the left-back chat. If it was up to you, who would you rather see at Ibrox next season? A fresh, exciting option like Ebenezer Annan? Or would you rather we went bold and pinched Greg Taylor from across the city? And finally, with the news that Hagi and Tom Lawrence could be heading out the door in the summer, what positions do you think should be top of the shopping list for the next transfer window? Get your answers in below. I'll be in the comments having a read, as always. That's all for today's Rangers Rundown. Remember to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep the blue flag flying high.